Relax, he's working late again tonight. He won't know. The woman laughed on the couch, melting into her lover's arms. What she didn't know was this. Very soon, she would pay for that sentence with the rest of her life. This story took place in a small apartment in the suburbs of Chicago. The man's name was Jesse Carter, 30 years old. He worked non-stop at a tech company, desperate to provide for his family. That night, the company let everyone leave early. Jesse grabbed his laptop bag and headed home. As he reached the door, he heard a man's laughter inside, and his wife Ava's soft whisper, "Baby, relax. My husband's working late again. He won't know." Jesse opened the door. The scene burned into his mind like a knife. Before he could say a word, Ava spoke first. "Jesse, you're actually back early. Perfect," she said coldly. "I'm done being poor with you. The bank account is in my name. The apartment is in my name too. Pack your things and get out, now." That night, Jesse walked into the darkness with nothing but a small backpack. Not long after, his company downsized. Eventually, he was sleeping behind bus stops, using his backpack as a pillow. One freezing night, Jesse stood outside a fast food restaurant, clutching his last $10. Inside, a mother's card was declined. Her young son tugged on her sleeve. "Mom, I'm really hungry," she said. "It's okay," but her eyes were breaking. Jesse stared at the bill in his hand for a long time. Then he walked inside and told the cashier, "Put their food on my order." The woman's name was Monica. Her son's name was Leo. With tears in her eyes, she said, "Thank you. May God remember you. I'll never forget this." That night, Jesse slept on the cold ground again. But for the first time, his heart didn't feel completely numb. He looked up at the night sky and whispered, "God, if you're still there, please don't let my heart become as cold as my life." Months later, Jesse attended free job training at a shelter. He borrowed a clean shirt, held a thin resume, and walked into a job fair. Most recruiters glanced once and set it aside. Then a voice stopped him. "Jesse?" He looked up. It was Monica. This time she stood behind a company booth, wearing a business suit. "I work in HR now," she said. "When you helped me, I had just lost my job. Sit down. Now it's my turn to recommend you." On her internal note, she wrote only one sentence. When he had nothing, he still chose to help someone else. Jesse started with night shifts in the warehouse. Slowly, he worked his way into a stable position. Sometime later, Ava was thrown out by her lover. Dragging her suitcase, eyes red, she knocked on Jesse's door. She fell to her knees, grabbing his hands. "Jesse, I was wrong. I lost everything. Please, let me come back." Jesse helped her up and said quietly, "The poor man you kicked out that night died in the cold. The man standing here now is someone God pulled up from the very bottom. I'm not going back." Sometimes the smallest kindness you choose at your lowest point is exactly what God uses to turn your entire life around. If you believe that God can turn betrayal and homelessness into a new beginning, leave a heart in the comments.